The showcase of the best players in the NFL is coming up as we celebrate the latest edition of the Pro Bowl.
To expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now a handoff to Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Let's go, fellas.
But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far.
And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game, how many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 AFC. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's good for an NFC.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Gets a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The NFC with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. A give. This is Cook. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 52 yards rushing for him now in this 1st half of the Pro Bowl.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2.
Handoff comes to Cook. Fights off the defender. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run for it. Cook. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion. Cook, they'll try and run it.
And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
On first down, Mahomes. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the AFC. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Allen. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tucker's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers sometimes.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown! DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the NFC has taken the lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the AFC. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the NFC, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did, and that should set them up well for the second half to come. There's probably not too much for these coaches to do in terms of X's and O's, but hey, both these teams are in it to win it. So with that, we'll get you back out for the second half of this year's Pro Bowl. Here's Brandon and Charles.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The offense for the AFC set to go now.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 29, Mahomes.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the AFC has retaken the lead.
The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go. Let's do this. The NFC takes over.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Working from the gun, Rodgers going deep for Hopkins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now this one has been fun so far, as the Pro Bowl usually is. A lot of relaxed faces out there. 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Aaron Donald, his 2nd sack of the night. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
The AFC punt team out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the NFC will take over 1st and 10. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play that time for the NFC. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Cook. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
AFC takes over first and 10.
The AFC set to take over on offense.
And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And Diggs has it. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And got his man complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the AFC. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up second and 11.
They'll run it again with Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 8, a minute 12 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now Rodgers. This is intercepted. picked up by Xavier Howard, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go